Jai Shri Mataji. We all will bow down at Shri Mataji's lotus feet and then take बंधन. हम सभी श्री माता जी के चरणों में नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे और फिर बंधन लेंगे. महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र. श्री माता जी, आप कृपया हमारे चित्त में आइए और हमें ध्यान की स्थिति में ले जाइए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज कम इनटू आवर अटेंशन and please take us into the state of meditation. अपना बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और दायां हाथ पृथ्वी पर। लेफ्ट हैंड टुवर्ड श्री माता जी एंड राइट हैंड ऑन मदर अर्थ। श्री माता जी, हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी के समस्त दोष कृपया पृथ्वी में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, लेट ऑल दी बाधाs of our left side be dissolved into Mother Earth. गणेश अथर्वशीर्ष।
नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्पितं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं त्रिविधं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि त्वं माम् अवगतम् अवश्रुतम् अवगतम् अवगतम् अवनुजम् अवशिष्टम् अवपश्चात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात् अवदक्षिणात् अवपूर्वात् अवधरात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समर्थात् त्वं मया स्वं चिन्मया त्वं आनन्दमया स्वं ब्रह्ममया त्वं सच्चिदानन्द विद्योऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि लयनिष्ठति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भुवि रवो नरो गिरो नमः त्वं चत्वारि वर्तमानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीता त्वं देहत्रयातीता त्वं कालत्रयातीता त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वं योगिनो गायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा स्वं विष्णु स्वं रुद्रा स्वं इन्द्रा स्वं अग्नि स्वं वायु स्वं सूर्य स्वं चन्द्रमा स्वं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरो गणानि पूर्वामुक्षाय गणानि तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारा परापरा आदेतु असितं तारेण रुद्रम् एकात्तमम् अनुस्वारूपम् प्रधानपूर्वारूपम्
अब अपना दायां हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर करेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की ओर. Now our right hand towards Shri Mataji and left hand towards the sky. श्री माता जी, हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी के समस्त दोष, हमारे चित्त के समस्त दोष आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए. श्री माता जी, let all the obstacles of our pingla nadi and of our chit be dissolved into the sky element. दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर और चित्त हमारे हृदय पे. Both hands towards Shri Mata Ji and our attention on our hearts. श्री माता जी, आप कृपया हमारे हृदय को शुद्ध कर दीजिए और हमारे हृदय में विराजिए. श्री माता जी, let our hearts be cleansed by your grace. Please reside in our hearts. अब हमारा चित्त सहस्त्रार पर. श्री माता जी, कृपया हमें निर्विचार समाधि की स्थिति दीजिए. With our attention on Sahasrara. Shri Mata Ji, please give us thoughtless awareness. अब हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी सुनेंगे. We'll listen to Shri Mataji's Amritwani now.
Today we have assembled here to celebrate the birth of Christ. When you think of his birth, one knows that he was born in a very humble place. And all his life he lived in a very humble way. Also, as Sahaja Yogis, you know that he was the incarnation of Sri Ganesha, which is in essence is innocence, and he was crucified due to the stupid understanding of blind people. He was the eternal child. And it's so sad that when we talk about Christ and Christianity, we feel that Christianity has gone just the other way round, on the other side of Christ. If one is construction, the another is destruction. And if one is innocence, another is cunning. If you see the Christian nations, it's very surprising, where we have got Christianity in its practice. It's very surprising that innocence has no place, no respect. Chastity has no place, no respect, which was the essence of Christ. He was made of it. It is sometimes shocking how these so-called Christian nations have maligned Christ to that extent. And how they have ruined so many people with their stupid ideas of allowing people to indulge into all kinds of filthy things. And the second point is very important to see how he was born in a very humble abode. He lived in a very humble way. He was the son of a carpenter, so he lived like a carpenter. But in the Western life, people are so materialistic. And to them, to live lavishly, to show off their wealth and to plunder people, plunder countries after countries for material gain is a common thing. They do not feel also that it is wrong, and they are quite proud of it. And the third great thing about Christ was that he wanted people to love each other and to be humble. But the arrogance and the cruelty that one has seen of the Christian nations, one cannot understand. How are they anywhere near Christ? He has said about blessed are those who are meek. Where are those meek people living? Not in the Western countries, not in the countries where Christ is worshipped, where temples are raised in his honor and have been worshipping the mother for so many years. What a sinful thing it is to do to Christ. It's the greatest sin that we say that we are following Christ and to do all these horrible things. All such people have to go to hell of the worst type. No doubt about it. They may not realize, but they are already getting into it. They are already having this problem. They are worse than people who crucified Christ. This is everyday crucifixion. So it's a great occasion today to celebrate the birth of Christ who came on this earth to help us in our resurrection, to talk about the Holy Ghost. He was bearing all the brunt of the people, everything. But the outcome of that life is so horrifying that sometimes I get worried that I hope they don't make something out of me like that. It's such a stupid ideas people have in the West that for any sensible man, he can see the way they're emotional, romantic, nonsensical. They have no respect for themselves. And to follow Christ with that kind of an attitude is, I think, they have no business, they have no right. But it has happened. Now you people are born again. As Christ has said, you are to be born again. You have achieved that state which Christ was talking about. You are the special type of people. I never had such hopes, I must say. The first encounter was so horrible that I didn't think that many will come out of it. But so many of you have come out of it and have really glorified the name of Christ, no doubt about it. And keep it up. I would request you now to know that you are Sahajogis and that you are the followers of Christ. You are the Gnostics as described. You are the ones who know. And that's how you have to help people to emancipate. It is very surprising that I saw that the Western life, the stupid, destructive ideas did not kill the innocence. Like the clouds, all these affectations were there. But once the Kundalini rose, the innocence started expressing itself. But still, I would say that this kind of lovey-dovey stuff must be given up. It is just most un-Christian, because if you see his life, was a life of a tapasvi, a man who lived in a very detached manner, in Nisanga. So for Sahajogis who are coming from Christian life, have to understand if they have to get rid of it, they should be like that. But on the contrary, see the interest in marriages, the interest in all this kind of thing, and after marriage is a bit too much. It's so much in it. I mean, it's absurd. It's absurd in Sahaja Yoga. It's one of the lifestyles. It's all right, one of the parts. It's not everything. And it covers the whole entire personality of a Christian personality. Not with Muslims or Hindus. I have seen that. I mean, I'm married too. This doesn't cover my whole entire being with it. How can it? And that's the problem, is that once marriage system starts, anything starts, oh, it's become so important. And I'm faced with problems all the time. The marriage is performed, then letters will be coming. This has happened to my marriage. They must get married. Nobody is such that supposing now one is finished, live without marriage. They cannot do it. Just can't live. Christ never got married. They cannot have that tapasvita in them. And they depend so much. They'll ruin their wives, they'll ruin their husbands, they'll ruin Sahaja Yoga, they'll take them away. But it's something surprising. The importance of Sahaja Yoga is so minimized by this Christian mind. I don't know from where these ideas have come to. It's a juxtaposition, as you can call it, juxtaposition. There is no similarity between the life Christ must have thought people would lead and the people are leading. So it is necessary for Sahajogis to have a dignity and a sense and to know that they are grounded in Sahaja and marriage and all those things are just subsidiary. It's not the end of life. And when I see that happening, I'm rather surprised in Sahaja. I have to marry people because I believe that one should lead a proper married life. Because if you just take up a sannyasa without going through this married life, you can be very much hypocritical. But that doesn't mean that marriage is everything. It's not so important. It's just something has to happen. It's not even important than any puja. It's not even important than praying to me. It's not even important than meditating. It's not important at all than even eating your food. The more ado you start making of it, you fall into the same trap from where I pulled you out. So, the other day I was telling people about what they have to do about these caste system we have in India. So, in the society of Sahajogis, it should be only a 1-day affair or 2-day affair at the most. But so much importance. Husband, wives getting married, then solving their problems. I get a headache with them. And they'll always come, my wife, she's like this, and wife's sister like that, and wife's this. And one should be ashamed even to say that, my wife. In India, nobody says like that. I don't think anybody will say, my wife. Not said, done. At the most, they'll say, my children's mother. And if you have no children, you don't say anything. So, this is the doom from which you have come out. Please try to understand. From hell we have come out. Absolutely wrong ideas we had. From there we have come out. Now, be dignified. Be sensible. And over-importance to such unimportant thing will not allow you to rise very high in life. But I don't say you don't marry, you must marry. Of course, if you have a Sahajogini who is also a good Sahajogini and she knows about Sahaja, and then of course you are helped much more, definitely. You get much more power, much more understanding, much more joy, and it's very good. But the interrelationship is so important on small, small things. It's just beyond me to understand. Then I see that then the girls fall in love with a man whom they marry. Finished. The man is finished, the woman is finished. Today I am taking this great occasion to tell you that Christ was born to Immaculata. And that's how I have given you your second birth. And you are so pure. So all the impurities, you must see them clearly. I know you don't like them, but they still creep from here and there. Of course, if the society you see in the West is a society which, of course, there's no family, no wife, nothing of the kind. So it's slightly better than that. But again, you get stuck. If you have to come up to this stage, you have to give up the staircase. You think that you have achieved a lot because now you have a settled family and settled children and you are only worried about your own children all the time. No, it's another temptation. It's a very big temptation. So, on the great occasion of the birth of Christ, we have to say to ourselves that we are dedicated to Sahaja. That's the main thing. Everything is subsidiary. I hope you'll understand that we are now on the cusp of a wave from where we are going to jump onto another wave, which will be much higher than this. But you must have the worthiness. If you are not seaworthy, you will be drowned. So we have to develop that worthiness. And we have Christ before us. What a life. What a life it was. He lived like a human being in a humble way. Ah, what a life. And how truthfully forthright he was to say everything so clearly. In the same way, you will have your strength when you will know that you are much more than a married man and you are much more than your nationality. You are a higher personality, a Sahaja who is dwelling in the bliss of the kingdom of God. That's the bliss, not the family bliss and the children bliss, but the bliss of God. May God bless you.
श्री माता जी, हमें क्षमाशीलता प्रदान कीजिए और हमारे आज्ञा चक्र पे श्री जीसस क्राइस्ट को स्थापित कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, प्लीज गिव अस द पावर ऑफ फॉरगिवनेस and please awaken Sri Jesus Christ on our Agya Chakra. श्री माता जी के चरणों में नतमस्तक होकर प्रणाम करेंगे। आज के ध्यान के लिए हमारा आभार व्यक्त करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। We all will bow down at Shri Mataji's lotus feet, express our thanks for today's meditation, and then take बंधन। एक अनाउंसमेंट के लिए बने रहेंगे। बाईस से 26 तारीख को इंटरनेशनल सहयोगा सेमिनार और क्रिसमस पूजा निर्मल नगरी गणपतिपुले में आयोजन किया जा रहा है। इसका रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्कुलर पे दिए हुए लिंक या sahajogamumbai.org वेबसाइट पर जाकर आप कर सकते हैं। रजिस्ट्रेशन सिर्फ ऑनलाइन ही किया जाएगा। Those who have not registered for the International Sahajoga Seminar can do so by visiting the link given in the circular or by visiting the website sahajogamumbai.org. The seminar is from 22nd to 26th January. जय श्री माता जी।